Hello, hello.
All right. So I am here to talk about the value of passion projects and 5 real evidence-based reasons that you should pursue your passion. So a little bit about my background, of course, you just heard. I started the St. Paul Craftstravaganza about 9 years ago with my wife, and the two of us have run an event every year since then. So we've had just hundreds of shoppers, or actually thousands of shoppers, hundreds of artists that have come through our doors in that time. By day, I am a customer service manager at Recon. We make a little robot that saves people's lives. It's a great mission. It's a great job. But you know, my abiding passion has always been just collaborating with artists and helping to promote their work. So what's a passion project? First of all, it's something that you're excited about, like Finn here. So that's the passion part. It's something that you're challenged to do, and it's something that, at least at first, no one's paying you to do. It's something that you're doing of your own, kind of like going on an adventure. So a famous example of a passion project would be Google's 20% time, where they encourage their employees to spend part of their week pursuing a project that they're just personally interested in. And that's led to products like Gmail and Google's AdSense, which is now over 25% of their company revenue. To put it another way, a passion project is the work that you do when you're not working. And I just love this term, Procrastiworking, which sums it up really well. And if you're not really sure what your passion might be, pay attention to what you drift towards doing when you don't have anything else to do. That brings us to reason number 1, and that's a good job or project actually gives you extra energy because you're doing something that's really fulfilling. And this is something that has been proven time and again, and we see it with really high-performing individuals. They're putting out a lot of really high-quality work. At the same time, they seem to have this endless reservoir of energy. And that's the reason is, you know, you might have an excuse, oh, I'm too tired at the end of the day, I can't do what I really want to do. But the opposite is true. When you're pursuing something that's really challenging, a high-complexity task, and something that takes a high degree of skill, that can result in entering this flow state, which is a feeling of really energized focus and high involvement and just enjoyment in the process of what you're working on. And you know, this is not true just for jobs, but also mere mortals like you and me. I waited a little while to get started on this project, putting together this presentation, but once I got started, you know, suddenly the ideas were flowing and I was really interested, and it was actually all I wanted to do. I was super excited, so this works for everyone. Reason number 2. Progress towards goals other than happiness make you happy. And this is where the challenge part comes in too. You know, there's a place for sitting on the couch and playing your Angry Birds, but simple pleasures are never going to light you up as much as learning something new or building something from scratch will. You know, the fact is that it's not even crossing the finish line that's the most rewarding part. It's the active anticipation of eventually achieving your goal. And not only does working hard at a goal and making progress towards realizing that goal activate positive emotions, it also suppresses negative feelings like fear and depression. So you could almost imagine Sisyphus here to be the happiest dude in the underworld. Reason number 3 to pursue your passion project is that spanning boundaries actually makes you a better leader. There's an IBM study recently where they talked to over 1,500 CEOs and asked them what were some qualities that are valuable to future leaders. And they all had to do with really stepping outside rigid job roles and comfort zones and making connections. And that's actually how I got my current job, which is, there wasn't a whole lot of management experience in my traditional resume, believe me, but they saw what I was doing with the craft fair, and so they could tell that I could organize people, that I could start something new, that I could self-motivate, really important skills. Reason number 4, we talked about dice. Any Magic the Gathering nerds out here recognize this card? Growth in one area of your life fuels growth in all areas of your life. And this is because our human need for growth is different from all of our other needs. Most of us are familiar with Maslow's pyramid hierarchy of needs. At the bottom, you've got your very basic existence, survival needs, relationship needs. These are all satiated when they're met. But our need for growth is not. The more growth that we have, the more we want. So it just builds and builds and builds on itself. And last of all, this is what it's really all about, right? So social psychologists have long identified that when you have progress and you've got a sense of autonomy over your own development, you get an intense burst of motivation to proceed. And that's what a passion project's all about. You don't have to wait for permission. If there's something that you're interested in doing, you can just take control and do it. Start a passion project like a boss. Ending with one final quote here. Nothing great in the world has ever been accomplished without passion. So find yours and go after it. Thank you. You've been a great crowd. Good night.